Hello everyone, welcome back to Forma Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out Ghost by Dreamnote. I'm very excited for this, if you couldn't tell, because this is Dreamnote's comeback in a year and 10 months. Their previous comeback was January of 2020. So that's a very long period. Currently, it's October 2021. I have to assume that it has to be due to COVID-related issues. Depending on the size of the company, a lot of smaller companies had to shut down due to COVID, and groups had to disband due to those financial reasons. So honestly, I'm willing to wait a long time rather than no time. So I'm excited because I discovered Dreamnote for the first time. I had heard the name, but I had not seen their stuff until Wish. And Wish, God, that song was incredible. Dream, dream on, dream, dream, a dream on. I love that hook. That song is amazing. So I have a lot of high expectations for Ghost, but we're going to be going in with this with as much of an even clear head as possible. Now, before we actually get into the video, if you guys actually like what we do, if you guys enjoy the channel, we actually make these videos for free on YouTube. We don't make money off of our YouTube videos because of copyright. So if you would like to support us, what helps keep our channel alive is actually our Patreon. Over on our Patreon, not only would you be supporting the channel for as little as $2 a month, you get bonus reactions to like listening parties and content like that. But for just a little bit more, you also get content like variety show reactions, K-drama reactions, also survival show reactions. Right now we're checking out Loud and Girls Planet 999. So if you guys want to check that out with us, come join our Patreon. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to. That's completely optional. Let's just go ahead and check out this music video. This is Ghost by Dreamnote, and this is your form of therapy. Oh. Sorry, one sec. That was a little loud. Hold on, that bass. Ooh, that was nice. Ooh, the screaming. Ooh, that background is so creepy. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. This chorus is amazing. Oh my God, they're still going. Hell yeah! I love a nice, long, lengthy chorus. Whoa. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. My goodness. Guys, that was incredible. That was one of the best girl group songs I've heard this year. That was so good. The genre, albeit a completely different direction from Wish, I kind of like that. You know, if they had gone like another route where it's similar to Wish, I also would have loved it, I'm sure. At least conceptually, I wouldn't have minded. But it is also very risky shifting for such a vastly different sound. Now, I will admit, I am very much a newbie when it comes to Dreamnote. They were never really on my radar until Wish. I have a couple like audience members who really know my taste, and specifically like when they suggest stuff, I really trust that. And that's why I checked out Wish, because they said, you know, you're going to love this. Like, it is right up your alley. And they were absolutely right. And Ghost is also just as phenomenal. Ghost is a different direction, but it's produced so well. Hold on. I have to actually look up who worked on this song, because there are so many things about this song that I think it's not just produced well, but I think it is just, it's a top tier golden production. It is an A+ production. And nowadays in K-pop, we get mixtures of like, this is like a B+, maybe an A type of production, but like it's very rare to like get an A+ production where like, holy crap, they did it. And mind you, this is not like, you know, like even just like a professional observation thing. I'm talking about like a personal score. I have personal scores for songs, and then I have objective scores for songs like, oh, I think this song is an 8, but for me personally, this song's a 10, you know? And so with Ghost, I think that this is genuinely like a gold standard production, and there's not like anything in the song where I was like, oh, I kind of wish they had done this just a little bit more. I kind of wish that they had added in like this a little bit more. You might have noticed in a few of my reactions lately, I can't remember which ones, but there was one I know very, very recently where I was like, I wish there was like a high note in this song. Like, I wish during the bridge they had like gone a little higher and like gone a little more explosive. Like, where's the power? You know, like Ghost addresses all of that. It like every little finite detail is there. And so I have literally no complaints. I have no personal wishes about how this song could have been different or punched up. And so that is very, very rare. Now, I want to go ahead and look this up. Hold on. All right, just did a quick look up. So there's an additional interesting element to the production of this song. The lyrics, the composing, and the arrangement are done by all 4 of the same people. I think it's 3 or 4 of the same people. The reason why that's pretty rare in K-pop and just in songmaking in general, songs are usually tossed around a lot. And so the people who write the lyrics are not the people who usually write, compose the song. And the person who composes the song isn't always the person who arranges the song. And it's also in like different order. And the order of the credits is also important too, because the person who's listed first means that they contributed the most and will probably be getting like a bigger cut. But what's interesting is that it is like the exact same people across the lyrics, the composing, and the arrangement in the exact same order. So it's like a very, very thorough production. That's some of the problems with some of the K-pop songs out there. That's not necessarily saying that like it makes me like K-pop songs any less, but like moments that you might have seen in other reaction videos where I'm like, I wish they had kind of added like a big crescendo here, or like a kind of like a build up here, or like some drums here, or like some fuller sounding drums. Oftentimes it's kind of just people stitching different parts of a song together rather than kind of all sitting together and having a vision for the song. But these 4 people are not only the same people, but also they're part of the same either music company or music group. They're all credited under Villain X. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's how it's spelled, Villain X. And all four of the people are working under Villain X. And so it was a very like in-house production. It seems that everyone worked on the song very thoroughly and treated it very, very like it's their own baby, because I can hear that in the song. It's a very rich song. I also think people might be kind of like quick to maybe compare this to Dreamcatcher. I think like anytime anyone does a very hard rock sound, they want to compare it to Dreamcatcher. I will say the difference between Ghost from Dreamnote and Dreamcatcher, and what makes Dreamcatcher different than anyone who really does a rock sound, is Dreamcatcher leans definitely a little bit more metal as well, and they have like stronger driving guitars. This is more K-pop. This is just K-pop. It's a K-pop song inspired by rock elements and having like some gothic inspirations, but it's not metal. Like those are the two difference. Like Dreamcatcher, I feel like kind of tries to lean a little bit more into that like powerful metal realm, maybe like that, like a speed metal realm. And it's also dependent on their genre. But if we're going off of especially their earlier stuff, which included more guitars, here I need to listen to it again, and we're gonna listen to it again. I don't remember if we got too many guitars. I know there was a really sick bass line that I definitely want to hear again. But let's just go ahead and listen to the whole song. Ooh, I like this. Okay, so a couple things. I like that opening. I don't know what you would equate that sound to specifically, but it gives the song a little bit of a mischievous, little bit of a storybook, kind of like a children's storybook, but like a scary children's storybook. You know, it's scary, but it's like PG scary. That's the kind of vibe I get from that opening sound, which I like. And then additionally, that background that they have there, whether they did it like for real, like if that's like an actual like practical element, which I don't think so. It might be like maybe an LED screen that they're projecting onto. But that, like, you know, the hands coming through, that's, you know, been often used in horror movies to like show ghosts like trying to come through and stuff. So that already adds a very creepy element. I overall actually really like this video, but one of the things that I caught in my first viewing that I wasn't necessarily a fan of is this scene. The setup is all nice, but I don't like the lighting. I'm not a fan of the lighting, not only because it makes them look really washed out, and looking pale isn't necessarily a bad thing for a horror concept, but it's more so that they're washed out. I'm not a fan of like there's a difference between being washed out and being pale, because you can make your subjects look pale but they still pop. They're not popping for me here, and it's mainly because of the lighting. I would have probably added maybe a more dramatic overhead light on top of them. I think they have one because I can see it on her hair. But I do think that like a spotlight would have been, like a stronger spotlight would have been nicer. That kind of differentiates them, because they're also all wearing just black. And I like the styling of these outfits, but I do not think that the lighting complements these outfits. It makes them really kind of like fade in and blend in with the background. So that's probably the one thing I would change about this part of the music video. But like I said, everything else about this setup, I really like. All right, we got some guitars there. This pre-chorus too, that it has like a little bit of a mischievous, maybe like a carnival aesthetic to it. I think they're very much playing into the Halloween season. Obviously the song itself and the concept and everything, it's working perfectly. I love that move too. I don't know if that's been used in K-pop before because I don't know why it seems very familiar to me, that putting your arms up and doing the this thing. It seems very familiar to me. If anybody knows where that's been used in a K-pop choreography before, let me know if it has been. It just seems familiar to me, but I don't know. I could just be crazy, which I probably am, but that's a different story. I really, really like this chorus, man. It's so good. But I just really wanted to quickly point out this girl. Again, I'm very new to Dreamnote, so I don't know any of their names. But this girl, but everyone in general, but like this scene, because it was a close-up of her, I just wanted to compliment her real quick. She is working her butt off. I am so impressed. She was hitting it really hard. Every shake was really, really, really just shocking. It was intimidating. It was powerful and just really well done. The strobing's nice. This is what makes this song a masterpiece. The two-part chorus. Not only do they have a really, really full-sounding chorus with the first part of the chorus, na 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 ooh, na 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 ooh. That is already catchy, right? But then you have the second part. This part. And again, if it was any other song, they would have cut it off right there. This would have been a post-chorus rather than a second part of the chorus. They would have cut it off right there. But they go again. Yeah. My disappointment in this dance scene, like again, every other aspect of the music video is actually super gorgeous, but my disappointment is coming through even more because the choreo for this scene looks super sick. I'm really hoping they release a performance video for this. If anything, if they don't, I'm just gonna be watching their fucking live stages. The choreo for this looks super dope. Oh, geez. It's kind of like an incantation, right? The whispering, kind of like, the haunting of like the Gonjiam Asylum movie, like that's very creepy, but I like it. The song, now that I'm listening to this chorus, that wow, and like the powerfulness of this chorus, I think just because it's rock and because they're a girl group, people might be quick to compare them to Dreamcatcher. I don't think it actually even sounds like Dreamcatcher. I think Dreamcatcher's songs are like produced in a much different way. This actually sounds a little bit more like second gen K-pop to me, or second or third gen K-pop. I don't know what generation they fall under, but it kind of sounds like BAP to me. Kind of sounds like old school BAP. That they're very powerful, booming choruses, like one shot, like na 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 na. But then they do it in their own way. They add a little bit more of that Halloween flair to it. That wow, but it has the same impact. Like, this is one of those few rare songs where I just feel like everything about this is perfect.
Can hear the sound of your step 어디로 봐도 보여 everywhere 넌 내 줄에 맴돌듯 뭐 비스줄배 갇힌 듯 밤새도록 달려봤자 결국 you feel like
Ooh, that's actually super dope. Okay. All right. Hold on. All right. So I think I was right. I think this is they shot this on an LED screen. You can see the curvature right there. And I was like, I'm surprised this CG scene looks good, but then the moment they started rotating, I'm like, okay, there's an actual axis, and then you can see the curvature, and it's this scene is the exact same scene as here. It's the exact same set, and then they just replace the footage. That's really dope. I really hope that the incorporation of this technology can lead to more groups having better looking videos on a smaller budget. Interesting how even the guitar there kind of played into that playfulness. I was talking about that. Dun, 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 dun. Interesting. All right, hold on. No, we got to listen to it before that. We can't ruin that amazing release. Also, something I want to compliment, I don't know who's singing it. It might be this girl in the center. But if you listen to this, something I really, really like. You know, oftentimes K-pop groups trade concepts, and it's not really up to them, the concept that they do. It's up to the label. And so, like, sometimes they have to do stuff that is outside their genre, stuff that they don't listen to. And even the people producing behind them, or they might just be like, ooh, let's do a rock concept, but they're like not into rock, or like they don't know anything about producing rock music. They're just like, let's do a rock concept, right? And so sometimes it's just like throwing in whatever, and it's just like I just feel like, oh, like the vocals don't match or whatever. But whoever was their A&R, like whoever was their main producer on this song that helped with the guiding of their singing, specifically their singing. Hold on. If you hear the way she sings that part, like that part, it sounds like you can hear a bit of anger, a little vinegar. She's like almost spitting out the word, like like, you know, and that's not easy to do. And, you know, that's not even their job to come up with that. It's their producer's job to make sure that they hit that. And so whoever like was, you know, the mastermind behind this did such a really, really good job at bringing out the best performances out of these girls. And then the girls for executing that, like, it was just across the board, everyone did so well. Love the move too. Seeing a lot more aggressive moves in girl groups lately. The like what does that remind me of? The BTS move, right? In Fire. We are reaching a point where like a lot more girl groups are doing masculine moves, and they're being trained to do it harder too. Like they hit that, and I really, really appreciate it. It was really, really well done. Oh my god, this song is so crazy. It was so well done. I also want to compliment their team. It's a pretty decent budget video, but they utilized one scene. They utilized one set and used multiple scenes for it. Even here, this is the exact same LED screen I was talking about before, but then they switched up the background, but they, it might look too plain, so what did they do? They added in the white tree, but the white tree is also what they used in the beginning here with the apple, and this is also most likely the same set. This is probably the LED screen, which is how they're achieving that pure white look, and you're getting the casting of the light on her face as well. So that's definitely the screen as well. So, they had a pretty decent budget. If you look at everyone's solo scenes, if you look at the scenes inside the house, you can tell, okay, they had a decent budget, but they clearly didn't have enough to have multiple glamorous sets. That's something I noticed in Dreamnote's Wish too. The music videos they were shot really cleanly, but they didn't have a lot of different extravagant sets. I don't know if it's the same video team that worked on this, but regardless, back to back, these two music videos utilized their limited budgets really, really well. Overall, this was a fantastic comeback. Again, I'm very new to Dreamnote, so I don't know if they've done something similar like this before, whether it's a title track or it's a B-side. But for me, it's definitely a huge switch up, but I really, really like it. And I think they totally nailed the execution of it. I'm a huge fan. I really like that the song is super powerful. It's very, very rich. I know I said that before, but I'm a big texture guy, and I'm very much into fuller sounding songs than emptier songs. And emptier songs have their moments as well, but it's just this feels like I'm getting a rush of excitement every time I listen to it. And here's also the big compliment that I would give this song. For me, I liked Dreamnote's Wish a lot. Hell, I'll even say I loved it a lot. I loved it a lot, but that's it. It was like, oh, I loved it a lot, but that's it. Ghost is the song that made me go, and not just the song itself. I have to emphasize this. It's not just the song that's good, and it's not just the choreography that's good. I'm so impressed that these girls went hard. Every moment I am believing the charisma, the key that they are giving off is incredible. And it's because of that. It's not just that the song is good. Like for Dreamnote's Wish, the song was good. But here, it's their presence. It's their aura that makes me go, I want to see this live. I want to see this in concert. To the point of I would want to, I like it. I've only heard 2 songs from Dreamnote, Wish and Ghost now. That's how good this song is. Even though I only know 2 songs, I would go to a whole concert just for this, just to see this live. And obviously I would see everything else as well, but that is how much I like this song. It's totally worth it. It's totally worth buying the ticket, the airfare, whatever. It's that friggin' good. So that's Dreamnote's Ghost. Guys, what did you think? Personally, I love it. I have to give this song, I'm going to give this song an 11 out of 10. For me, that's how much I love it. It is to that level. I think it is such an incredibly powerful and well thought out production. I don't dole out 11s a lot, but it's one of those songs for me. The music video, if you look at it objectively and take into consideration how they utilize their budget, I would have to give it a solid 8, I can't give it anything beyond an 8 because, it still is a very limited video, but at the same time, I think they did an incredible job. So, yeah, that's Dreamnote's Ghost. Guys, let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. If you enjoyed it, please let me know. And like I said, I'm very much new to Dreamnote. So yeah, if Dreamnote has done something like this before, let me know in the comments down below. Or even if they haven't, I'd like to know. But guys, thanks for checking it out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, if you want to support the channel, please consider visiting our Patreon. We have bonus reactions on there, variety shows, listening parties. We also do K-drama and survival show reactions. So if you want to check that out with us, you can join us. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to. You can also just consider hitting the like button down below. It's a very free way to help us out. You can also subscribe. Remember to hit the notification button when we upload a new video, and check out our other videos over here and over here. And have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.